Uh, can you tell our viewers who you are and which company you represent?
Hi, I'm Tom James. I'm from Deep Space Technologies and Navitas Resources.
All right, I just have a few questions. The first thing is, what are the technical advancements that we can expect in the mining industry for the coming years or the new future?
Well, we've seen, obviously, people will have witnessed SpaceX and the launches of their heavy rockets. So it's much, much cheaper to get machinery into space, get satellites into space. So those satellites now are helping the commodity mining industry here on Earth find things more cost effectively and track more accurately where mining assets are going and also shipping is going. That same technology now is starting to look to turn in the other direction, looking, say, to the moon, to Mars, and to asteroids. We see quite a few big companies. We see iSpace of Japan is one which we're familiar with, which is now sending within a few years small little robots to the moon, working like a big group of little robots which will actually look for water. So, the first key thing is adapting our terrestrial mining technologies now for mining ice, water, and liquids which are stuck on other planets, because then that is the base of then building moon colonies and Mars colonies to then activate other types of work in the mining industry there. I guess the technology advancements will focus on being able to extract rare earth metals, because that's pretty expensive stuff here on Earth, and also being able to capture gases like helium-3, which we know are inside the surface rocks on the moon in big quantities. Now, helium-3 kind of costs millions of dollars per liter here on Earth. It can be used in energy, making energy. It can be used in various hospital machinery as well. So it's a very key thing, which could actually make economic sense to bring back now. So some of the challenges, as we've heard here during the conference, of course, is, okay, you can find it, then how to extract it. And then the next development is, well, if you need to process that mineral on site to make it pure, how do you do that in zero, low gravity environments? Because there's still a lot of work to be done on that, but research is being done.
All right. So because the next question will be about the key challenge. Is that the only key challenge that you are facing right now in the near future, or is there any?
Well, the challenges of cost-effective launch of machinery from Earth is, okay, you can find it, then how to extract it. And then the next development is, well, if you need to process that mineral on site to make it pure, how do you do that in zero, low gravity environments? Because there's still a lot of work to be done on that, but research is being done.
All right. So because the next question will be about the key challenge. Is that the only key challenge that you are facing right now in the near future, or is there any?
Well, the challenges of cost-effective launch of machinery from Earth is reducing dramatically. We've seen the Falcon 9 SpaceX already reduce costs, and recycling, reusing rockets, reducing costs. We've got the BFR, their massive, big project for the biggest rocket ever for heavy payloads, which is coming up, which will reduce the cost again. So that challenge seems to be falling away quicker. The developments of 3D printing with nanoparticles of metal, so we can actually build metallic objects in space, meaning we could actually just 3D print a spaceship, or if we need a new wrench or a drill, we could actually print it in space. That's also starting to fall away as well. So the real challenges is, I think, on the actual processing and the mining of liquids and minerals in these zero or low gravity environments. So, we can practice that, but that's still slightly theoretical rather than actually practical at this point.
So as a speaker for this event, how was the experience, attending the Mining Investment Middle East? What is there any benefit that
It was great. We had some really pertinent and good questions coming in there as well. And you start talking about deep space mining or deep space commodities, and you get a mixed reaction. Some people laughing, some people sort of thinking, okay, this is okay. What's these guys talking about?
Technology is quite a new thing as well, and space is
yes. So it's always a mixed reaction. Sometimes it's even some people saying is this crazy or what, or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, the fact is that now the huge $330 billion a year space industry is mainly made up of private companies. That's consuming a lot of metals here on Earth as well, and requires there's a lot of opportunities there to be a supplier to that industry. And then there's that potential for water and rare earth metals, things in space, which will make sense economically now.
Yeah.